What's up, everybody? It looks like we've got that dude with our number 2 overall pick, Aiden Hutchinson. We're hearing good things. Chris, what are you hearing on the Aiden Hutchinson camp? This channel has turned. We went from, yeah, we like him. I'm a little nervous if we pick him at number 2 to, oh yeah, this guy is the guy. What's happened to make that change? What are you hearing coming out of OTAs?
Oh man. Well, first off, it's like, Aiden, please stop doing this because I want the Kool-Aid to start really kind of flowing maybe like in another month. Like it's too early for this much Kool-Aid.
It's
It's
too
so
early for this
oh
much
my gosh.
excitement.
It's so much. So, we try to so what Craig and I try to do is look around, we look at different articles. We're not at OTAs.
No.
Very few people are. But what we're looking at is like this net of like there's not people that are like, you know what, he's not quite getting it, he's not this. No, it is everybody is not even saying like, yeah, it looks solid. It's like, I mean, 3 straight sacks, 3 straight plays, he's explosive. Can't block him one-on-one. He's getting to
Mhm.
the quarterback every time. He's putting pressure. He's causing excitement, within the defense. It's like, dude, stop doing this. This is like too
Yeah.
good. And so, yes, you and I again, I think it goes back to we watched him at Michigan. We're like, yeah, no, great. Everything's great. I mean, I love it. I love his story, but I just didn't know. We're so invested in Michigan. I couldn't like
Yeah.
separate between great college story, great college player, and can he really translate? And now all of a sudden
Yeah.
he's, it's that hometown thing. It's like, are we just taking him because not just, but is that part of why we're taking him? Because he was
Sure.
right here and we got to interview him maybe more than with, another player. And then it's like, okay, it's really starting to pan out where it's like, I cannot believe we got him is now where I'm at.
Yeah. And I think too, like while we're not there, I think there has to be another side of it when Pride of Detroit, The Athletic, Debt News, the Free Press, like when every single M Live, when every single publication, every beat writer, 100% words are saying the same thing, when
Yeah.
they're all saying straight sacks, he looks every bit the part of a number 2 pick. His athleticism jumps off the page. His bend is far better than any of us thought it was. When every single one of them is saying the same thing, what are you supposed to pull from it?
Right.
Like, and I
Yeah.
think here's the thing that people forget. You and I, would you classify yourself as a Lions fan?
Mm-hmm.
So would I. What about the beat writers?
Right.
Like they always get that question. That's something I always find to be very interesting. Some of them grew up Lions fans, but they would no longer claim to be a Lions fan because of the job. Others, they're just working here. Like this is the job they got out of college, or maybe they were with another team and now they're reporting for the Lions. Like they didn't grow up drinking the Honolulu Blue Kool-Aid. So they're looking at it. And while you're saying, well, they're biased because they're beat writers for the Lions, not really. Like, I
Mm.
remember last year, often things coming out of camp, it was just every article I read, it was just like, "Ooh, this doesn't
Not
look good."
not
You
good.
know, like,
No.
this is not good. There's no depth. The offensive line can't block anyone as soon as you get, the starters out of there. I mean, like, there was no, like, this person looks good, this person it was just ugh.
Yeah.
And now there are so many more positive vibes, and I think that's it's an Aiden Hutchinson thing because he has the talent that we haven't seen in a while. The last time, and I'll say this, then you can say what you want. And this is going to be kind of a weird comparison. The last time, and it wasn't even this big of hype, but the last time I heard hype like this was 2 different players. I'll go with 3. Ndamukong Suh,
Mm-hmm.
Calvin Johnson, and Matt Stafford, because they had physical traits and gifts that people were just like, they're different. Like
Yep.
they're different than the other players on the team. And that's the kind of thing you're starting to see with Hutchinson. All the eyes of the beat writers and the people that are going to the OTAs, they're all just whoop, and then they're on Aiden Hutchinson because he's different. He's built different. He looks different. And that's what you want in a number 2 pick.
Yeah. And that's what's so hard to we thought was going to be so hard going into this draft was like, man, who's that? Who do we take number 2? Like really,
Yeah.
because I don't think we want Kyle Hamilton. I don't because Hutchinson's gone, right? He's gone. So it's like, I don't think I want Kyle Hamilton. I don't think Thibodeau's really the guy we want to kind of build around. And so all of a sudden, like literally 2 or 3 days before the draft, it's like, yeah, we're probably gonna get Hutchinson. And it's like, what the
What?
heck? So the
I
whole
haven't even
time,
spent time looking at Hutch
no,
that much because I just assumed he'd be gone.
just
I watched him during the season, but it wasn't like I was watching him. I was watching the team. It wasn't really until like the Ohio State game, which happened to be a good game, that I was like, wait a minute, he could go to the Lions. And I started watching him as well, but I cared about the team. So like, I didn't even watch him. And then all of a sudden, 2 or 3 days before, it's like, that's so weird to have a guy that I didn't do this research on. The next 10 or 15 players, I watched a ton of film on,
yeah.
but not Hutch. It was a really weird thing. I didn't know how to feel. And I'm just so happy to hear so many good things.
And to have and to have Trayvon Walker jump all the way up there, who if he just doesn't do much in Jacksonville, will not be surprised at all.
Yeah,
He's a guy
unfortunately.
that's more of an inside, more of a, set your edge type of guy. Hey, that's
Yep.
great. You need those. But man, we've got an actual like tone setting, energizing guy at Ford Field, all the stuff that we just have been craving for, like get the crowd into it. Big third down. I mean, I just can't remember except for yeah, it was probably in the Indomitian Sue prime years where
Yeah.
3rd and 8 and we get a sack. I mean, just big spots we need to play on defense. We have not done that, and we haven't even been in a. I mean, I don't want to exaggerate or blow this
Easy,
out of.
buddy.
Yeah, but we haven't
Easy.
even been in a position very often in games to even get teams in a stressful spot. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
even feel like 3rd and 12. What are they going to do? It's just like 3rd and 2. Nah, first down.
Yep.
They just marching down the field, and it's
Yeah.
only if Delvin Cook can hold on to the ball, then you're going right into the end zone. It's only a matter of time. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the type of stuff that you can't win. You can't get in a rhythm. Now you've got a disruptive player just like that we never thought we'd get. Everything's looking good. It's just exciting for us as Lions fans to have that potential that we just haven't had since Ndamukong Suh. I like that comparison.
Yeah, I think it's a decent one. I'm not saying Hutch is Sue. I mean, they're very
No,
different
but
players, obviously, but it is nice to look at our past and say, okay, now personality wise, I'll take Hutch
oh my gosh.
all
Don't get me
day.
started
I
on
don't think he'll be I don't think he'll be getting too many personal fouls,
uh,
right? And just ridiculous out of body experiences that you're
but then
are
but
you out of your mind? Like
out of your mind, but then you talk to him after
he
the
j-
game and he's giving you Warren
the best
Buffett
answer.
stock advice and you're
Yeah.
like, why are
And
you
you're
doing
just
this,
like,
man?
you just kicked that quarterback in the nuts.
Yeah, and
And now you're
now
just like, "Hey, just playing football. These things happen. It's a
yeah.
violent game,
I
but,
went to
obviously, I
Nebraska.
didn't mean to." It's like, "Didn't you? Because you swung your leg and it hit him in the
Yeah.
nuts." So,
You
I don't think we're gonna see that from Hutch. I don't wanna go too far off here, but, like, it is good to see, and I think the other thing and the reason that they went down the field, yeah, it'd be great to have a guy who can make a play at, 3rd and 8, right? And you can rush 4, but what's even nicer than that, Hutch is a guy who doesn't take plays off. So
Mhm.
1st and 10, all of a sudden it's 2nd and 18. I'm okay with that.
Oh,
And I mean, like, these are the things that stall drives. And we even saw with this team in the last 6 games or so, they started doing that even with players that weren't supposed to be good starting contributing players.
exactly.
They were doing it. And so if we add the talent, I just he's the epitome of like, isn't he the perfect idea of what you want to build a defensive around? He has talent, but he also has motor, he has heart, he has the intangibles, he has good hands. Like, I mean, he has these things that you're like, yeah, we can build around that guy.
Yeah,
We can build our defense around that dude. I hope he's
absolutely.
that guy. I
I
hope he's
know.
that guy.
And it's like he is, right? Like this is
Please.
I don't know. It's like we've seen him, so you nailed it. I just think he checks every box and it's like, let's go.
Can we admit to this? Trayvon Walker has a higher ceiling, maybe. Like, would you agree to that, or would you even argue that? Because I mean, he's just a physical freak. Like, I mean, his testing was out of control. But Hutchinson at this point is just such a more ready-made product, and I don't think he's done growing. I think that's what people think is because he has such a high floor that you're just getting what you're getting. That's not true. Like, we watched him at Michigan drastically improve last year.
Oh,
Drastically.
yeah. And
I think there's more jump to have in him. That's all I'm saying.
that's what you really wonder is that jump he made from junior to senior year or whatever, last year to this year
Yeah.
was so huge. It's
Yeah.
like, what if he has more. And
What if
I
there's
mean, yeah,
more?
he's just because he was injured, and then so it's just like, yeah, that's the big thing. Oh, it's like he played so well. It's like he can't get any better. I mean, that's pretty. He's tapped out. It's like, why
Why?
can't he? Yeah, he's
Yeah.
22 or what? It's like, let's go.
Why? So I think that's all really good stuff. So hey, that's it for this video. If you liked it, hit that subscribe button. Hey, it's the off season. We don't care. We love the Lions year round. Give us your comments. Is Aiden Hutchinson that dude? That's what we want to know. Tell us your thoughts, and we'll see you.